Good morning, reloaders. Reloader 523 coming from the reloading room, and I wanted to show you guys a little modification for your primer slide on the 6-pack 6000, and it's got to do with the primer slide. And when you have your cases already primed off press, and when you have a tray of primers in the chute already there, and of course when it's already primed, you're going to get a primer coming in and it's going to go up and there's the primer. Well, you don't need that. So if the case is already primed, you're just pushing the primer up against the primer. So I just came up with a little gadget. It's a primer slide for the 6000, the plastic slide, and all I did was cut it in half, and I saved the part where the loop is. And once your slider comes back, there's the primer, and if there was a case in there, it would be no sense in having a primer there. So when it comes back, I made this little gadget that you can put in here, if I can get it in there right, like so. Now when you put your press forward, as you see, there's no primer here. So what this did, it was blocked the primer from going up into the disc or into the shell plate. So I'll show you that again. There's the primer, but the piece there that I put in is blocked. So there's the arm coming up with no primer in it. So this works good if you have a full tray of primers and you don't want that primer to show up on the shell plate. And there it is again, no primer. And it's a pretty easy fix. And of course the other way is just to take your primers out totally and you wouldn't have that problem. But I guess I was bored and I just figured I'd do a little modification there. I don't really know the advantage to it besides taking out the primer tray completely. But this way I've got primers in my tray. If I do need them, all I gotta do is disengage that little piece that I made for this. This is for 40 cal, and as you can see, the primer's still in the primer holder right there. And as I go across, the little piece blocks that primer from going up into the tray there. I didn't want to do that, but let's see here. There. So it'll be like this and like this, and no primer. But just a little modification that I made. I mean, maybe you guys can come up with something else to put in there to block that primer from going all the way up into your shell plate. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Is it just a useless piece of equipment that I made there, or if it's just easier to take the tray out? But anyhow, we've got 4 feet of snow here, and so I got bored, and I'm just doing little things here and there. Just thought I'd show you this little modification I made. And then you can just grab that paper clip once it's back, and then just pull that out, set it aside, and now you've got your primer back into your shell plate. I'll post the part number for the slider at the end of this video, and I'll show you a picture of what we're up against in the snow here in western New York. Other than that, that's all I got for you. Hope you guys have a great day and stay safe.